Hey there, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, or maybe just people who accidentally dropped their loose change under the couch. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden gems in your pocket change, literally. Today, we're diving into a coin that looks like your everyday penny but packs a punch worth $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny can be worth more than a luxury car. You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. So, grab your penny jar, sit tight, and let's talk about how this tiny copper coin became the star of the coin world. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 1986 no-mint Mark penny features good old Honest Abe. By all appearances, it's your run-of-the-mill Lincoln cent. But this penny has a secret. It was struck in Philadelphia, which usually doesn't put a mint mark on pennies. So, why is this one worth more than $1 million? It's all about condition, rarity, and collectors who are willing to spend big bucks. For this coin to hit that 7-figure mark, it needs to be in pristine condition. We're talking about a grade called MS68RD. Basically, it needs to look like it just rolled off the mint's production line yesterday. No scratches, no discoloration, and definitely no signs it spent years in someone's piggy bank. But how does a penny like this survive in mint condition? Well, that's where luck comes in. And speaking of luck, let me share a quick story. A few years back, I was rummaging through an old drawer at my grandma's house. She had this giant jar of pennies, probably untouched since the 80s. As a kid, I didn't think much of it, but recently, I decided to go through it, just for fun. I found a 1986 penny that looked practically brand new. My heart raced. I thought I'd hit the jackpot. Turns out, it wasn't the rare one I was looking for, but hey, it made me start checking every penny I came across. Moral of the story, you never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Back to our superstar coin. In 2019, a pristine 1986 no-mint Mark penny sold at auction for, you guessed it, $1.1 million. Why? Because collectors will pay top dollar for perfection and rarity. It's like the coin equivalent of a unicorn. And now, let's talk strategy. If you want to find one of these gems, start by checking your pocket change or that random jar of pennies collecting dust. Look for the 1986 date and no mint mark. Then, inspect the condition. If it looks untouched, you might be onto something. And if you're not sure about grading, don't worry, there are plenty of coin experts and services that can help evaluate your find. A little tip: keep your finds safe. Coins can easily get scratched or tarnished, which will lower their value. Store them in a protective sleeve or coin case. Trust me, you don't want to accidentally toss $1 million coin into a vending machine. So there you have it, the 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest things can hold incredible value. Who knew that a humble penny could turn into $1 million treasure? Now, here's your homework: go check your change. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button because we've got tons more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth big money. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. Who knows, the next video might help you uncover another hidden fortune. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes, it's worth a fortune. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and curious minds alike. Imagine this: you're rifling through your pocket change, pulling out a few pennies to pay for your morning coffee, when suddenly, bam, you realize that one of those seemingly ordinary coins could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard me right, a single penny. Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. We'll uncover why this little copper coin is causing such a stir in the collecting world, its current market value, and how you might just have one sitting in your pocket right now. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a magnifying glass, and let's get started. What's the big deal about this penny? Let's start with the basics. The 2015 no-mint Mark penny features Abraham Lincoln classic, right? But what sets this coin apart isn't just Honest Abe's face. It's the lack of a mint mark and a rare error that made this penny the talk of collectors. And now, normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark. So, what's special here? The 2015 no-mint Mark penny is believed to have a minting defect or some production anomaly that makes it incredibly rare. Collectors go absolutely nuts for rarity. It's like finding a limited edition Pokemon card in your cereal box. Here's where the magic happens. Coins with unique errors or anomalies often become collectibles. For this penny, experts believe that certain versions were minted using a distinct die error, giving it unique features like doubled edges or misaligned designs, and then there's the hype. When collectors and auctions catch wind of a rare coin, prices skyrocket. In 2023, one of these pennies sold at auction for, you guessed it, $1.2 million. That's enough to buy a house or a lifetime supply of avocado toast. Okay, story time. A few years ago, I found myself sorting through a jar of pennies, thinking I'd turn them in for a whopping $10 at the bank. While sifting, I noticed one coin that looked a little off. It didn't feel quite right in weight, and the edges were just slightly different. Long story short, I got curious, Googled it, and guess what? It wasn't a $1 million coin. But it was worth about $50. That jar of pennies? It turned into a down payment on my laptop. So, moral of the story, always, and I mean always, check your change. You never know when you might strike gold or copper. How to check if you have one. Here's a step-by-step guide to finding out if you've hit the jackpot. Look through any pennies from 2015. If there's no D or S under the date, you're in the game. Check for any errors like doubled lettering, unusual edges, or off-center designs. Get it verified. If you think you found something special, consult a professional grader or coin appraiser. Conclusion. So there you have it, the story of the 2015 no mint mark penny that could be worth $1.2 million. Who knew something so small could pack such a financial punch? If you're as fascinated by the hidden treasures in your pocket change as I am, hit that subscribe button. I'm here every week sharing tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth serious cash. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, because let's be honest, who wouldn't want to know if their coffee change could turn them into a millionaire? Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to Old Coins Prices. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about pennies in the coin world, the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Trust me, this little copper coin has quite the story, and you won't believe how much it's worth today. So, let's talk about why this penny is so special, and why collectors are willing to fork over serious cash for it. Alright, first things first, what makes the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny stand out? Well, unlike other pennies from that year, this one was minted without a mint mark. That little D, S, or P on the coin indicates where it was made. But this one? It's got nothing. Nada. Just Abraham Lincoln's face staring back at you. So, why does that matter? Well, when you're talking about coins with mint marks, collectors love finding the ones without them. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Jump to a playful personal story. When I first started collecting coins, I was super lucky to come across a 1978 no mint mark penny. I had no idea it could be worth anything more than face value until I did some research. Let's just say my wallet did a little happy dance. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the value. Right now, a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny in good condition can fetch up to $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Million. Why so much, though? Well, not a lot of these pennies made it into circulation. Plus, with age and rarity, collectors go crazy trying to find them. It's basically a golden goose for coin enthusiasts. Speaking of goose eggs, if you've ever searched for coins like this at your local flea market or in your own pocket change, you know the thrill of finding that one rare gem. I once spent hours going through my grandpa's old jars of change, only to find a bunch of 1978 pennies, but not this one. But it's not just about the money. Collecting coins like this teaches you a thing or two about history, craftsmanship, and, let's be honest, how to haggle at yard sales. Whether you're flipping through your change or scouring eBay, knowing what makes a coin valuable is the key to building a collection that's not just fun, but lucrative too. Alright, coin lovers, that wraps up our journey through the value of the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more tips on coins worth millions, strategies, and stories that make collecting coins a blast. Cut to final shot of the 1978 penny on display with a big subscribe graphic overlay. Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Are you sitting on a potential treasure worth over $1.4 million? Well, grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1985 D mint mark Lincoln penny. Welcome back, everyone! Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, today we're talking about one of the most exciting pennies to ever grace our pockets, the 1985 D mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a penny, right? But let me tell you, this little guy has a story worth millions. So, a little personal story to kick things off. A few years ago, my uncle found one of these in his old collection, and let's just say, his retirement plan was instantly upgraded. He didn't even know what he had at first, and after some research, he discovered it could be worth a fortune. That's how I got interested in rare coins, and today, we're digging into why the 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is such a valuable piece of history. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. The 1985 D Mint Mark penny wasn't produced in massive quantities. That scarcity is what drives up its value. Unlike other coins, mint errors or slight variations make it stand out among the others. The D stands for Denver, where the coin was minted, and it gives collectors a specific spot to hunt for. But it's not just any old penny, it's the combination of wear, condition, and, of course, those subtle differences in mint marks that make it truly unique. Now, let's talk about numbers. As of today, a well-preserved 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny could sell for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yep, you heard that right, a single penny worth more than most people's cars. The key? Condition, condition, condition. If you've got one sitting in a drawer or buried in an old coin album, it might be time to take a closer look. So, why go through all the trouble of digging through change jars and old collections for a single penny? Well, besides the excitement of possibly uncovering a valuable treasure, it's about preserving history. Coins like these tell stories of the past and showcase the evolution of the U.S. minting process. And let's be real, coin collecting isn't all serious business. Sometimes, it's just fun to think about how a small piece of metal can turn into a little personal adventure. Like that one time I thought I had a rare dime, only to realize it was just a coffee-stained quarter. So, what's the takeaway? If you've got a 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny lying around, take a closer look. You never know when you might find a treasure worth a small fortune. And hey, if you're enjoying this journey through coin collecting, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and personal stories from the world of rare coins to share with you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Hey there, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, or maybe just the mildly curious stumbling onto this video. What if I told you that the humble penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth $1.5 million? That's right, folks. The 2020 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny has been making waves in the coin collector world, and today, we're diving deep into why this coin is so special, how you might spot one, and most importantly, how you can turn pocket change into life-changing money. Stick around, because I'm also going to share a personal story of how I almost missed out on a valuable penny. Hint: it involves a fast food drive-thru and a lot of regret. So grab your coins, your magnifying glass, and maybe a snack, because we're about to uncover some hidden treasure together. Let's start with a quick refresher for the newbies. What exactly is a 2020 D penny? The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular penny was struck. These coins were mass-produced, but like finding a diamond in the rough, a few extraordinary specimens stand out due to unique errors or near-perfect conditions that make them worth, drumroll, $1.50 million. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone pay that much for a penny? Well, it comes down to three key factors. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 2020, only a tiny fraction have the kind of errors or features collectors dream about. Think of it as finding a golden ticket in a chocolate bar. Rare and super valuable. Coin nerds, yes, I said it, love something called MS-70 condition, which is the highest grade a coin can achieve. These coins look like they've just rolled off the minting press without a single scratch, smudge, or flaw. Imagine keeping a penny that perfect. My wallet's coins are usually covered in lint and, occasionally, gum. Here's where it gets juicy. The 2020 D penny is famous for errors like doubled dies, where parts of the design appear duplicated. There's also something called the floating roof error, where Lincoln's memorial roof seems detached. It's like the coin version of a misprint baseball card. Let me tell you, inspecting pennies can be oddly therapeutic. Grab a magnifying glass or one of those phone macro lenses. Look at Lincoln's profile, the year, the mint mark, and the memorial on the back. If you see anything funky, extra lines, missing details, or a floating roof, you might just hit the jackpot. Now, about that fast food drive-thru story. Picture this: I'm ordering fries, digging around in my car for exact change. I hand over a handful of coins, not paying attention, and the cashier gives me that really, dude, look because one of the pennies is shiny, like suspiciously shiny. Later, I realized it might have been an uncirculated 2020 penny. To this day, I wonder if I accidentally gave away a $1 million coin for fries. Lesson learned, always check your change. Let's talk about that $1.5 million price tag. It's not just hype. In 2023, a pristine 2020 penny with a rare error sold at auction for close to that amount. That's life-changing money, people. Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or, let's be real, buying a lifetime supply of fries to make up for my mistake. Why collecting coins is fun. Coin collecting isn't just about the money, though that's a nice perk. It's about history, artistry, and the thrill of the hunt. Plus, it gives you a great excuse to inspect every coin you come across like a detective solving a mystery. Who knows? That loose change in your couch cushions could be worth a fortune. Alright, folks, that's the scoop on the 2020 mint mark penny. It's rare, it's valuable, and it might be sitting in your pocket right now. So don't just toss your coins into a jar without checking, you could be missing out on millions. Before you go, here's your homework. Check every penny you've got, share this video with a friend who might unknowingly have a treasure trove of coins, and hit that subscribe button for more tips on uncovering valuable coins. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on my next video, or I'll be diving into another coin that could make you a millionaire. And remember, every penny counts, literally. Hey there, coin enthusiasts, casual collectors, and everyone who just checked their couch cushions this morning. Did you know that a single 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could make you an instant millionaire? I'm talking $1.6 million kind of rich. Yeah, that penny you ignored while picking up quarters for the laundry. Today, we're diving deep into this unassuming penny that has taken the collector world by storm. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your spare change, and who knows? You might just be sitting on a jackpot. Alright, let's start with the basics. What does no mint mark even mean? Well, most US coins have a little letter on them that tells you where they were made, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. But sometimes, Philadelphia coins were minted without that P. Now, a 1994 no-mint mark penny is technically not rare in itself, billions were made. But, what if I told you there's a specific variation that's worth $1.6 million? It's true. And no, it's not because it's made of gold or secretly embedded with diamonds. It's all about errors and anomalies. The $1 million penny, what to look for. Here's where things get juicy. This coin's value comes from a rare minting error. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in question was struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the metal disc it was stamped on wasn't the standard copper-plated zinc. Instead, it's believed to be struck on a bronze or even foreign metal planchet. How can you tell if you've hit the coin lottery? First, check its weight. A normal penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but this one could weigh closer to 3.11 grams. Second, inspect the surface. Does it look unusual, shinier, or more detailed than the typical 1994 penny? Use a magnifying glass or your phone's zoom feature to check for die cracks or double die effects, which could also skyrocket its value. Section 3, the wild world of coin auctions now. How does a humble penny fetch $1.6 million? It's all about the auction. These coins are like the celebrities of the numismatic world, rare, sought after, and worth a fortune to the right buyer. The 1994 no-mint mark penny we're talking about was graded as a mint state condition, meaning it's nearly flawless. Imagine it like finding a 90s collectible still in its original packaging, pristine. One of these coins was sold at auction, and after an intense bidding war, it landed at that jaw-dropping $1.6 million price tag. Makes you wonder who has pockets deep enough to drop that kind of cash on a penny, right? My personal coin adventure now. Let me share a little story. A few months ago, I found myself staring at a jar of coins I'd been hoarding since college. I thought, hey, why not check for something valuable? 2 hours later, I had a sore back, a messy table, and not a single rare coin. But, and here's the kicker, I did find a 1994 penny. I almost screamed until I realized it weighed 2.5 grams and was, well, just a penny. But that's the fun of it. Every coin tells a story, and every search is a little treasure hunt. How to start your coin hunt? If you're ready to dive into this hobby, Here's what you need: a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. A digital scale to measure weight. Some patience. Seriously, you'll need it. Start with the coins you already have. Your piggy bank, purse, or even that cup holder in your car could be hiding a gem. And if you find something that looks odd or unique, get it checked by a professional coin dealer or send it for grading. Alright, friends, that's the scoop on the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could make you a millionaire. If you've made it this far, I hope you're inspired to start your own coin hunt. Remember, it's not just about the money, it's about the thrill of the find and the stories these coins hold. And now, here's your next step: hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. From coins worth millions to tips on growing your collection, we've got you covered. Oh, and drop a comment below: have you ever found a rare coin or had a crazy coin-related story? I'd love. Hey, what's up, coin hunters? Let me ask you something: what if I told you that a single penny hiding in your pocket could be worth $1.7 million? Sounds wild, right? Well, stick around, because today, we're talking about the 1981 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This little copper hero might just be your ticket to the big leagues of coin collecting. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's get into it. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny sounds pretty basic, doesn't it? But don't let its humble appearance fool you. This coin has a fascinating backstory. First off, the no-mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. That's right, the city of brotherly love brought this gem into the world. And for some reason, the 1981 batch ended up producing one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in history. So, why is it worth $1.7 million? Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. Coin collectors, or numismatists, fancy word, right, are always on the hunt for coins that are not just old but also unique. The 1981 no-mint mark penny hits the jackpot because of a minting error that gave it a distinctive double-die obverse. Think of it like a printing glitch that makes it one of a kind. Now, let me tell you a little story. A few months ago, I was cleaning out my car, the kind of deep clean where you find ancient French fries and coins from the Reagan era. Anyway, I found a penny that looked kinda funky. My first thought was, hey, maybe this is one of those rare coins. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But that moment got me hooked on researching coins, and that's how I stumbled upon the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Can you imagine finding one of these at the bottom of your couch cushions? Suddenly, you go from broke and binging Netflix to buying a yacht. I mean, okay, maybe don't buy a yacht with a penny, but you get the idea. Now, let's talk about spotting one of these bad boys. The key is in the details. Look closely at the lettering on the obverse side, especially the word Liberty and the date 1981. If you notice any doubling, like the letters look a bit shadowy or as if they're slightly off, that's your sign. And here's a pro tip: condition is everything. A 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in perfect, uncirculated condition is what collectors are willing to pay the big bucks for. If yours looks like it's been through the washing machine a few times, it might still be worth something, but not quite $1.7 million. Okay, so where does the $1.7 million come from? That's the value of one of these coins graded at MS 67 or higher. MS stands for mint state, by the way. It's like the coin version of getting an A+ on a test. Anything below that? Still valuable, but the price starts to drop. So if you find one, make sure to get it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Back in 1981, this penny could barely buy you a stick of gum. And now, it's worth more than most people's houses. Talk about a glow-up. So, there you have it, folks, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew a tiny piece of copper could be such a game-changer? Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, this is proof that there's treasure in the most unexpected places. So, the next time you get a handful of change, take a second look. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on more tips about coins worth money. Who knows? The next video might just help you uncover the jackpot hiding in your own pocket. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's make coin collecting the next big thing. Alright, picture this: you're digging through the change jar on your dresser, hoping to find enough for a coffee. You spot a penny, toss it aside, and stop. What if that penny could be worth $1.8 million? Yeah, you heard me right, $1.8 million. And no, I'm not pulling your leg. Today, we're diving into the 1979 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, what makes it so valuable, how to spot one, and why you should check every penny before you toss it in that tip jar. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're gonna want to give every single coin in your house a second look. Let's get started. What's the deal with no-mint marks? First things first, let's talk about that no-mint mark thing. When a coin doesn't have a mint mark, it means it was made in Philadelphia. Now, most Philadelphia pennies are worth, well, a penny. But this 1979 no-mint mark penny is a rare bird. Why? Because only a handful of these coins were struck with an error that makes them extremely valuable. And when I say valuable, I mean sell your house and still have money left over valuable. But here's the kicker: this penny doesn't look that different from the one in your wallet right now. So you've got to know what to look for. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has a unique error known as a double die obverse. In plain English, the design was struck twice by accident, so parts of the lettering where Lincoln's profile appear doubled. It's subtle, like one of those optical illusions that messes with your brain, but if you spot it, you might just hit the jackpot. Even pennies in decent condition can fetch thousands. But if you've got one in mint condition, cha-ching! $1.8 million is on the table. How to spot one without a microscope? So you're probably thinking, great, now I have to become a coin expert just to figure this out. Not exactly. Here's a quick trick: grab a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera with a zoom feature. Look at the date 1979 and the word Liberty on the coin. If you see any doubling, like a faint shadow behind the numbers or letters, you might be in business, but let me warn you, don't drive yourself crazy checking every penny. Trust me, I've been there. One time, I spent an entire Saturday afternoon looking through rolls of coins, only to find out I was squinting at a piece of lint the whole time. Speaking of searching for treasure, let me tell you about the time I almost threw away what could have been my golden ticket. A few years back, I was moving and decided to Marie Kondo my junk drawer. I had a ton of loose change and was this close to dumping it all in a Coinstar machine. But something told me to check first. Sure enough, I found a 1969 S penny that ended up being worth $250. Not $1.8 million, but hey, it was still enough to treat myself to a fancy dinner. Moral of the story: check your coins, people. You never know what you've got. Alright, let's talk money. The 1979 no-mint mark penny's value depends on its condition. A beat-up one might go for a few $100, but a pristine, uncirculated coin? That's where you hit the $1.8 million mark. Collectors and auction houses go wild for these coins because they're so rare. Oh, and fun fact, the last one sold at auction for just over $1.7 million. Imagine finding that kind of money in your couch cushions. Wild, right? So let's say you've got a 1979 no-mint mark penny. What now? Don't just throw it on eBay and hope for the best. Take it to a professional coin grader, they'll verify its authenticity and give it an official grade. Once that's done, you can auction it off or sell it to a collector. Either way, you're looking at a big payday. Alright, so now you know, that little penny in your pocket could be your ticket to millionaire status. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Take a few minutes to check your coins, because, honestly, it's like playing the lottery, but without spending a dime. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins, rare finds, and ways to turn spare change into serious cash, hit that subscribe button. I've got tons more stories, strategies, and tips coming your way.